On Japan Today, there's an article here from Kochi Prefecture. A 3-year-old boy drowns while father does river cleanup work. And I saw this article and it reminded me of something that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. Is what is the deal with all these fucking kids drowning in rivers in Japan? You've had to have seen it too. I see it all the time. At least it seems like once a week. That's probably an exaggeration, but it seems like once a week. I mean, it's just as prevalent as finding out some middle-aged creepy guy is collecting pension money from his dead mother who's been rotting in his apartment for like a year or two. It's crazy. It's like people murdering their parents, or like people murdering their husbands or wives and then keeping the body. It's just fucking weird. We got this 3-year-old boy. He drowned on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. So he drowned on Sunday, and him and his father basically, the kid was just sort of dragged along into this. He's 3. Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to be there. But his father was doing cleanup work for some kind of volunteer group thing, cleaning up the river, which is great. But you don't bring a 3-year-old to a fucking river, okay, and then not... that's bad enough, but obviously, considering that this boy drowned and died, obviously he was not paying attention at all. This guy is 39 years old. He called, I guess, the police around 7:30 a.m. That's kind of a weird fucking time to do that. 7:30 a.m. on a Sunday. You had nothing better to do with your 3-year-old son on a 7:30 at Sunday. You're 39, and that's what you're doing on Sunday at 7:30. I'm sorry, that sounds very judgmental, but that seems like it's fucking boring, and I would never drag my 3-year-old son to a fucking river to do volunteer cleanup work on a Sunday. That's fucking stupid. That's your first mistake. They called police reporting that his son was missing by the Kuma River. And let me see if I got this. I'm a little bit tipsy here. Hada Minamicho. Nailed it. Kochi City. I don't even know where the fuck that is. I honestly have no idea where the fuck in Japan that is. Never heard of it. Police and firefighters searched the river and found the boy underwater after about 30 minutes. He was taken to the hospital where he's confirmed dead due to drowning. Well, no shit. You found him 30 minutes after they arrived, after he called them. Of course the kid's dead. Alright, there's no surprise there. But the police believe the boy accidentally fell in the river. Well, no shit! Of course he accidentally fell in the river, because he has a dipshit 39-year-old father who can't look after a 3-year-old. The river cleanup was part of a volunteer project by locals living near 7 rivers in the prefecture. Where does a 3-year-old toddler fit into that equation? It doesn't. You leave him at home with the mother, or the grandmother, or grandfather, or fucking babysitter, or, just stay home with your kid and don't be some fucking... Why is he there, okay? That's just fucking stupid. Did you really need to be there? Okay, that's just besides the point. The Kuma River cleanup commenced around 6:30 a.m. That's just fucking stupid. That's just... The father and his son were cutting river reeds. Why is a 3-year-old cutting anything? Why is a 3-year-old there? That's the whole point. And picking up trash when the boy apparently wandered off. And how does this happen? How the fuck does this shit happen? How do you not notice that your 3-year-old son has wandered off around a river? Like, is the volunteer work that and the cleanup work to a fucking river that important to you that you can't keep an eye on a 3-year-old? Like, this is what... I've been saying this for years. I haven't said it here on this channel, but I've been saying it for fucking years. Japanese parents are so fucking irresponsible. I've seen so much shit. I can go on for hours about the shit that I've seen parents do here with their children. It's absurd. The spot where the boy's body was found is approximately 1.4 meters deep, which is fucking obviously, taller than the child itself. Much taller. Let's look at some of the comments here. Another preventable tragedy. There needs to be a JA commercial. Babies and toddlers do not understand danger. Protect them from it. Keep hold of their hands and supervise round vehicles, water, cliffs, and drops. Now that just seems That just seems to me like common sense. Do you really need some kind of public service announcement? Do you need some kind of commercial? Do you need posters? Do you need any fucking other adults telling you how to raise a fucking toddler? That you shouldn't leave them alone by rivers, that you shouldn't leave them alone on the sidewalk and around the streets, okay? Japan is like a horrible place to leave your child unattended, okay? On the sidewalk, you have people on bicycles who don't know how to ride a bicycle. Let me tell you something about Japanese people on bicycles, and this could be another fucking video by itself. I could go on and on for like hours about this shit. Japanese people are fucking terrible on bicycles, okay? They're fucking wobbling all around, okay? Even though they're sober. We're not even talking about when they're drunk. Obviously, they do this shit when they're drunk, but even during the day when they're fucking sober, they can't control a fucking bike and keep it in a straight line. And they don't fucking pay attention. They got their fucking AirPods in. They got a fucking umbrella and a cigarette in the other hand. They're texting on their phone or talking on it, and they don't give a fuck about anyone around them. And then there's the road. People drive extremely fast. Contrary to what you may have heard about the speed limits in Japan, about how people drive very slowly and safely, and that's the law. No, people drive like they're fucking maniacs. Don't even get me started on the guys in the semi-trucks. They don't give a fuck. I don't know how the fuck these people get hired to be truck drivers, but in my country, you have to be extremely skilled and very well trained to be a truck driver. Okay, it's a very good paying job, but you have to be extremely qualified for it. But in this country, it seems like they'll hire any fucking moron to drive a giant truck. And these people are fucking speeding along, fucking the thing's wobbling all over the place, and at any moment the fucking semi-truck can tip over. I see this shit on a daily basis. Tragic. I guess nobody volunteered to watch the kids. Imagine that. They were very concerned about cleaning up a fucking river, but no one decided to keep an eye on the children. Here's an idea. Nobody should be volunteering to keep an eye on the children. That's the parents' job. They should be keeping an eye on their own fucking children. From the Japanese reports I read, this volunteer work sounds like neighborhood-like cleanup. I get fined 3,000 yen if I don't attend ones in my neighborhood. It was the standard in Inaka pattern of an early start, grass cutting, bring your own two-stroke weed whacker, and trash pickup. I have to do grass cutting 6 or 7 times a year. I have no idea what this guy's talking about. I'm not sure how this is relevant. Let's read more of his comment. You'd have to check, but there is a possibility that the father had to be there and there was no one at home to look after the child. Since it is a load of neighbors doing communal work, children would not be expected and there would be no one to look after them. Again, the father. And what is this thing about communal work? Like some kind of obligation, like you have to do it? What is this? Please, someone inform me in the comments what the fuck this person is talking about. Okay? Because that's very interesting to me. Because that sounds like such a Japan thing. Like, oh, you have to fucking volunteer for this neighborhood cleanup thing. That sounds like such a Japan thing. Alright? I really want to know. Because that sounds like some bullshit. That sounds like this could have been very easily prevented. The article says the boy was there with him at the river, not at home. No shit. I don't know what that comment's about. That you're basically just stating what's in the article. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, let's see. This guy's name is What the Fuck Japan. Very, very apropos username. Seriously, who takes their kid to river? Not great grammar, but great name, but terrible grammar. Seriously, who takes their kid? Not even the right use of there. It's T-H-E-I-R. Seriously, I'm drunk and I can still use proper grammar and spelling. Come on, seriously. Seriously. Come on, guys. You want to be taken seriously? I know this is not relevant to the video, but you want to be taken seriously? Check your spelling and your grammar before you click the post button. For fuck's sake! I'm just saying. Come on. Seriously. There should be a comma there, I think. Who takes their kid to the river when they know they're... Okay, no comma there. I know. I know I shouldn't be pointing this stuff out. It's not important, but I'm a little bit focused. See, here's the thing. I'm drunk, okay? But I am fucking laser focused on that grammar, okay? And I don't know why, but it really fucking pisses me off. Come on, fuckers. Let's get with the fucking spelling and grammar, alright? Not relevant. Let's move on. I'm gonna ignore this guy's terrible fucking grammar. Seriously, who takes their kid to river when they know they're not going to be watching them 100% of the time? That's a great question. That's a fine question, sir. It almost makes up for your terrible spelling and grammar. People, again, there should be like another fucking comma there. Doesn't matter. People, teach your kids to swim. There should be a period instead of a comma there. I am too drunk for this, alright? And these fucking this grammar fucking just kills me. Earlier the better. And if oh my god, seriously. You can't even say the right your. What the fuck, Japan? We should be saying, what the fuck, your grammar fucking sucks, seriously. It's a good thing you're anonymous, because you're fucking, this would be super embarrassing for you if you had a profile picture and a name to this, because, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with the video, but Jesus. Fuck! Seriously. Learn how to fucking spell. If you're gonna comment on Facebook, learn how to spell and use decent grammar. No one's asking you to be a fucking poet. No one's asking you to be a world famous fucking novelist. Like, just basic spelling and grammar. I know, this is not relevant, but I'm just saying. This is bullshit, alright? I'm trying to read this shit, and when I read it out loud, it makes me sound fucking stupid. I'm just reading what they're writing, okay? And it sounds fucking terrible. People, teach your kids to swim. Earlier the better. And if you're around water, watch your kids 100% of the time. Only takes 2 minutes and your kids are dead. It takes less than 2 minutes. A lot less than 2 minutes. You gotta be watching these little kids. You gotta be watching them. I see parents on the sidewalk. And they're not holding their kid's hand. Their kid's just running around on the sidewalk. And you got people blazing by on their bicycles. And they got their earphones in, so they're not listening. They're not listening to their surroundings. They're not paying attention because they're on their fucking phone texting. What kind of fucking jackass is on a fucking bicycle in a busy city? This place has so many people. There's too many fucking people in this country for someone to be so fucking careless. And I believe it's just a culture thing. But I believe these people just don't give a fuck. They're so used to there being so many people, and they're so used to just unnecessary death. It just doesn't faze them anymore. Like, do they not think about just, like, running over some kids or some old people? Like, seriously, like, you got people on their bicycle who got their fucking earphones in. What kind of jackass listens to this? Is another video. I know it is, and I'm gonna elaborate more on this later, but I feel like I'm hitting the main points now. But in case no one watches this video, I will probably talk about it in a separate video. But for now, it kind of is relevant. You got jackasses with their AirPods, and they're fucking texting on their phone. They got an umbrella, so they can't properly control their bicycle with one hand. They can't control it with two hands because they're wobbling all over the place. So what makes you think they can control it with one hand, and they fucking got a fucking cigarette in the other? It's at any point, they always have either a fucking phone, a cigarette, or an umbrella in their hand. They never can ride around with two hands. They can never go on a straight line. They always got the fucking AirPods in. Seriously, those are fucking stupid. They look ridiculous. That's besides the point, but just... And you got all these parents, and I ride a bicycle almost every day of the week. I ride a bicycle, and it's so fucking stressful. You got all these fucking toddlers going around by themselves. Seriously, what is the deal with this? Is there no fucking school buses? There's no fucking school buses. There's like school buses for like private schools or whatever, but there's no public school buses. None of that. We have public school buses in my country, but apparently in Japan, this is the country that needs public. You have lots of public transportation for adults. You got buses, you got trains, you got taxis, but you don't have any fucking public buses for public school children who need it the most. Selfish adults. The kids. That's where that money should be going. To the fucking kids. Alright? Why don't they have public school buses. Right? You got a bunch of little kids with their little yellow hats and their little yellow backpacks running around in the middle of a busy city. And I know it's not Tokyo, but Fukuoka is a pretty big fucking city. And it's very fucking dangerous for a toddler. And you got these little fucking kids running around. You got bicycles, you got fucking mopeds, you got fucking cars. And you got kids using the crosswalk by themselves and they're just running around. They don't have any adult supervision. What the fuck is up with that? And as a person who rides a bicycle, that's very fucking stressful. When you see a parent who is walking with their child, and you would think, okay, at least there's a parent there, but they're not even paying attention to where their child's going. Their child's just hopping around and fucking swerving left and right. Hold your child's hand. It's not that hard. You got kids, they're 2, 3, 4 years old. Why are you not holding their hand? This is just another fucking video, I know. But this ties into the video. Japanese parents are not responsible with their children. And I'm gonna get so many hate comments for this, but you know what? If you don't fucking live here and you don't see it on a daily basis, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So shut the fuck up with your comments, okay? Shut the fuck up with your weeaboo comments telling me that, oh, I'm so negative. Because you don't fucking know. Unless you fucking know, shut the fuck up. Alright? This is fucking ridiculous. Alright? And I've been wanting to vent about this for a fucking long time. But I can go on for fucking hours. There's so much more. But let's get to the end of this fucking video. Because it's already way too long. Let's look at the last 2 comments I see here. But for the grace of God did I avoid that raising my voice. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And just more fucking... What are these people as drunk as I am when they make their comments? For fuck's sake. One must balance safety and the education of a rigorous outdoor experience offers. My son is 25 and very adventurous, but quite aware of the dangers. Well, of course, he's fucking 25. What is this comment? Should I even read these comments for this videos? I mean, I made another news video where I read the comments, because I feel like that's important. Read the comments and see what people are saying, but it seems to be a lot of foreigners who probably have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They don't live in Japan, and they have shitty spelling and grammar, and have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. My son is 25 now and very adventurous, but quite aware of the dangers. Well, I would fucking hope so. He's 25 years old. Do take your lads out. Do not take your eyes off them, even for a moment. I'm not sure what your 25-year-old son has anything to fucking do with that. This is a fucking 3-year-old. I have no idea what that... I can get on board with the last part of the comment, but the rest of that, what the fuck are you on about? Smith in Japan. I've seen this guy comment many times. As well as the what the fuck Japan. I've seen him comment before. Seriously. I've seen you comment before. Work on your fucking spelling and grammar. Okay, so Smith in Japan says, my lord, ... Why would you take your toddler with you to do work on the river? Obviously, he wasn't watching the child carefully. You think? He's dead. So this is a case of neglect at best. He should be charged with neglect resulting in death. Yes. Finally. We have a comment here. Out of the 9 comments, we have a comment here. And as far as I can tell, I'm not really paying much attention. I'm feeling a little bit more tipsy here. A little more unstable in the mind. Seems to be some proper grammar and spelling. And it seems to be he's saying something that actually makes sense to me. Yes, this father should be charged because he neglected his child. He's a fucking moron, and he absolutely should go to prison for the death of his child. He's a fucking moron, and he should pay for that. Let's go over the Facebook comments. Oh yeah, we're going to the Facebook comments. There's only 2. Let's refresh this page and see if any more comments are left. Probably not, because the article, it says it's from 14 hours ago. And Japan Today likes to post a lot of articles every day. They like to spam the hell out of your timeline, and they like to repost the same articles multiple times a day. I guess because they don't have enough content to post. Here's a hint, Japan Today. You don't have to spam. okay? You have plenty of content, you don't have to keep spamming it. And in fact, that's really fucking annoying. So here it is. Okay, so there's still only 3 comments here. One of them's a stupid emoji. That helps. That really helps. That's very constructive. An emoji. Fucking idiot. Okay, so we got someone here, Toby. He says, they need to ban environmental activism. It is killing children. I'm noting that this is obviously sarcasm. This is a joke. It's a very dark joke, but I can appreciate that type of humor. Yes, environmental activism is actually killing children in Japan. And then of course you got some person here. Looks like I can't tell if that's a Japanese chick. It's got a Japanese first name. I don't know, maybe half Japanese, I don't know. With a rolling eyes emoji. Way to contribute. It's got 3 angry reactions. People need to learn, okay, how to take a joke. Okay. I don't know, I guess that's not an appropriate joke to make at this time. But yeah. Hilda with sad. Yes, Hilda, very sad. Very, very sad. Sad. Period. On that note, I think that's the best way to sum this up. You know what? No, not the best way to sum this up. Hilda, you fail. That is a terrible comment. No, this isn't... Okay, it is sad, but that's not the way to sum this up. This is just fucking mind-boggling. It just boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind. I see so much shit. And I'm gonna make another video about this. I'm gonna prepare something. I feel like, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, I need to get on the GoPro action. I ride a bicycle. I'm looking at getting my moped license. I'm looking at getting a moped. So, whichever, doesn't matter. You can get a lot of action from both. You can get it from the perspective of bicycle. Whoops, there's some... I had some chew highs tonight. Hell yeah. So, you can get perspective on a bicycle from, you know, the sidewalk aspect of things. You can see a lot of unique, stupid shit from the bicycle's perspective. But I feel like mopeds, you might also see some really stupid shit as well, from the perspective of a moped in terms of people who drive cars and people who drive semi-trucks and other moped drivers. You can see some really stupid shit. And I really want to... And let me know what you think about this. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but I'd really like to know if you're excited about that. I want to make some GoPro videos. Maybe I'll get, like, obviously for the moped, I can have a helmet. And I can get a GoPro attachment for my helmet. And I can drive around, and I can talk, and I can show you all the crazy bullshit that I see on a daily basis. And I can go out any given day of the week, and I can see just some astonishing bullshit to show you, and you will not believe it. Alright? And on a bicycle, I mean, I don't wear a helmet on a bicycle, but I might just wear an attachment on my head. People will stare at me. People stare at me anyway. People gawk at me for some fucking reason. They've never seen a white guy before. That's another video. That's another video. What it feels like to be constantly gawked at like you're some kind of zoo animal. That's another video. These people act like... I mean, it's not Tokyo. It's Fukuoka. But Fukuoka is a pretty big city. It's a pretty big city. These people act like they've never seen a white guy. And the way they gawk at people is just... Oh, man. That's just something that bothers me probably more than anything in this country, is the amount of staring that I get on a daily basis. Like, I can't go anywhere without people gawking at me, just everywhere. That's another video, but I gotta get this GoPro situation hooked up, man, and I gotta show you some of this shit, because I see shit every day. I mean, except for, I mean, there's some days when I don't go out, but like, you know, most days of the week, a majority of the days of the week, I am out there on a bicycle, and I see so much stupid shit that would just make you it would just blow your mind. If you don't live in Japan and you have this image of Japan that's so pristine and distorted by stereotypes and the media, the internet media, like Japan Today, they glorify Japan. I mean, they do have some negative articles, but a lot of times they kind of paint a sort of weebish picture where it's all just sort of fun and games. Japan is not fun and games. Not at all. I see so much. Like, people don't understand. People who reply to comments I make criticizing things, and they just don't understand. They're not here every day, and they don't understand. They don't understand the bullshit I see every day. And after 3 years, it's just, wow. Like you just see some shit, alright? I've been here long enough to see some shit that if you haven't been here for more than like a tourist visit, you just don't know. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. To coincide with this video, I'm gonna get my attachments. I have a GoPro. I have a bike, but I need to get my attachments for that. And I need to get out there and show you. Because it's so easy. It's so easy. Every day. Every day there's always something. Always. Without fail. And I promise you, you're gonna see some things that just completely boggle your mind. And, yeah, so you're just gonna wonder, like, you're gonna say the same thing that I say on a daily basis. When you see the things that I see through my perspective, you're gonna start saying the same things that I say every fucking day. What the fuck, Japan? And eventually you're just gonna get to the point where you're like, that's Japan. Like, people ask you, what the fuck was that? That's Japan. I just got so much shit to show you, and I've been wanting to show it, and it's just people need to see this shit before they come here. They need to see some of this shit. Like, I can talk about it for hours and hours, but I just need to show it in video form. I need to show that it's really there, and I'm not just bullshitting you. It's as crazy as I say it is. Like, some of the shit that I see is just, it's beyond belief. So that's all I got to say about that. Just lots of fucking terrible parenting here. Fuck, people complain about the low birth rate in Japan. Honestly, do we need to have any more babies here when they're just dying off rapidly, drowning in rivers? So many little toddlers are drowning in rivers, or getting kidnapped, or molested. It's just, this is fucking facade. Japan is super safe and it's super low crime rate. It's all bullshit. It's just some kind of fucking cover-up. There's so much crime here. There's so much fucking disappearances, kidnappings, rapes, fucking murders, people murdering their little children, fucking kids getting run over by old people who can't drive, who should not be driving anymore. That's another video. This video is fucking so long. We're over 30 minutes, okay? We're over 30 minutes, right? There's just so many avenues, and if you wanna hear more stories, like, split up, there's lots of branches to go down. If you want to hear any specific story, leave a comment telling me what you specifically want to hear about. Eventually I'll cover it all. Eventually. But if there's something you want to hear about now, leave it in the comments. That's important. The more comments I get, the better. If you tell me what you're interested in hearing about. I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen so much shit. And I've seen a lot of shit that a lot of J-vloggers won't fucking tell you about. And they'll bullshit you because they want to get all the big views, and they want to paint this fucking picture that it's just some kind of, like, great thing that you gotta come to. Like, I gotta set you straight. I gotta set you straight. If you're really intent on coming here, You need to know some shit, alright, that other people won't tell you. Because they want those sweet views and they want that sweet ad revenue. They want the sweet ad revenue, and they want you to click on their video because it's all nice and cheery, and they're going to tell you everything you want to hear, and I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. So yeah, tell me in the comments what you're interested in learning more about, and to the best of my knowledge, I will tell you what I know. And leave a like on this video if you, I don't know if you enjoyed it, because it's not really an enjoyable video. It's a very negative video. But if you got information out of it, or you got something from it, something informative or positive from it, you learned something, then leave a like on this video and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get alerted of all these videos that I'm telling you that I'm going to be talking about. And I'll see you next time. I gotta go to sleep. Sayonara.